Real Estate Terminology Exam Prep with Mielke Wagensberg. Do good and good with come to you. Mielke Wagensberg. This channel is focused on helping you achieve your goals and become a successful real estate agent. With our video, you will have an excellent opportunity to learn about topics and terms you will encounter on real estate license exams. Here are some of the key terminologies found on real estate exams. Amperage. A unit measure of electricity. Basement. One or more floors of a building that are either completely or partially below the ground floor. Beam. A horizontal structural member that supports a floor. Beams are typically wood, cold-formed metal framing or steel. Bearing walls. Structural walls that transfer building loads down to the foundation. Joists, beams, and roofs are typically supported by bearing walls. Blueprint. Architectural drawings that describe the layout and construction of a house. British Thermal Unit, BTU. The amount of heat energy needed to raise the temperature of 1 pound of water by 1 degree F. This is the standard measurement used to state the amount of energy that a fuel has as well as the amount of output of any heat-generating device. Building envelope. Refers to the massing or bulk of a building. Typically defined by the exterior walls of a building. Circuit breaker. The safety valves for electrical systems. It interrupts an electric circuit when an unusual condition arises such as lightning and malfunctioning appliances. Unlike a fuse, it can be reset. Crawl space. Shallow space between the underside of the first floor of a house and the ground. Eave. The section of the roof that overhangs the walls of a house. Fascia. Architectural term for a band running horizontally and situated vertically under a roof edge, or which forms the outer surface of a cornice, visible to an observer. Typically, consisting of a wooden board or sheet metal. Flashing. Sheet metal used at wall and roof junctions and around chimneys to prevent water entry. Footing. Concrete set in the soil, foundation bed that support the foundation of the house. Foundation walls. The part of the structure, typically below grade, upon which all other construction is built. Fuse. A device used in electrical systems to protect against excessive current. Girder. A primary horizontal structural element. Typically a deep beam in which smaller joists or beams frame into. Headers. Local horizontal. Structural elements used in wood framing to span doors and windows. Joists. Horizontal timbers, beams or bars supporting a floor. Lally columns. Rounded columns that serve as a structural post. Typically found in basements and are made of steel or iron. Percolation rate, the rate, usually expressed as inches per hour or inches per day, at which water moves through soil. Pitch. Also known as the slope. Typically used in describing the slope of a roof, driveway, sidewalk, etc. Plasterboard/wall board, gypsum board panels that are typically used in interior wall construction. Wallboard usually has a painted finish and are supported by wood or metal studs behind. Platform construction, wood frame construction commonly found in residential construction in which floors are supported by joists, beams, and bearing walls. Post and beam construction, a type of construction in which the beams and joists are larger, allowing the floor to span longer than the typical 16-inch or 24 found in residential construction. Rafter. The structural member or beam that supports the roof. It spans from the exterior wall to the ridge board of the peak of the roof. R-value. A measurement of the ability of insulation to slow the transfer of heat or cold. The higher the R-value, the greater the insulation power. Septic system. A small-scale sewage treatment system common in areas with no connection to main sewage pipes provided by local governments or private corporations. Sheathing. Panels that cover the exterior wall. Typically made of plywood or exterior-grade gypsum board. Siding. A veneer cover found on the side of residential construction. Typically made of wood boards, horizontal, vinyl, or aluminum. Sill plates. The bottom member of wood frame stud wall. Slab-on-grade construction. A structure which does not include a basement. The first floor is made up of a concrete slab, which lays on the ground and supported by foundation walls. Soffit. The underside of a roof overhang. Specifications. A document provided by architects that describe the quality of construction. Studs. Vertical framing members found in wall construction. Typically placed 12-inch, 16 or 24 on center. Voltage. Electromotive force or potential difference expressed in volts. Rivers never go reverse. So try to live like a river. Forget your past and focus on your future. Always be positive. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates. We will be with you on this journey. Thank you for watching. Malk of Agentsburg.